Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Laura and this is Small Stuff Big Family. Today we are going to be talking about the challenges of being a step parent. The biggest challenges for me, at least. I have been a stepmom officially for about a year and a half now, but of course I've been in the girls' lives for about 2.5 years because we were together and kind of working on blending before we got married. And it has definitely not come without some challenges. I'm going to be sharing those with you today, but with a twist, because I think that when it comes to being a step parent and just really any kind of challenges that you face in life, it is super helpful when you take those challenges and you kind of flip your mindset to make that become a positive, to focus on the things that you can control, the things that you can feel optimistic and hopeful about. And you can do those with any type of challenges, but like I said, today we're going to be focused on the challenges that a lot of step parents, including myself, face. We're also going to be doing a giveaway today, so it's my first ever giveaway. I'm super excited about it. I'm going to actually be giving away this hoodie right here that I ordered from my friend on Instagram. Her name is Maarit. She has a website, she has a Facebook group. She's been a stepmom for 14 years, and she is so down to earth, so kind and helpful for a lot of step parents, and gives a lot of support over there on her Instagram page. I'll link all of her stuff down below, and so make sure that you stay tuned to the end of the video in order to enter the giveaway. And if you really don't have time to watch my whole video, that's hurtful, but I understand, we're all busy, so just pop over to my Instagram and there's another way that you can enter over there. If you want to do both ways, then you'll get 2 entries into the giveaway. So all that being said, let's get right on into the challenges that I have come across so far in my 2.5 years of being a stepmom in my stepdaughters' lives. I think the biggest challenge when it comes to being a stepmom for me is that you don't have any authority when it comes to making the big decisions in your stepchildren's lives, like medical decisions, education, and religion. And for me personally, the hardest part about that is the education piece. Because I have 3 children of my own, when it comes to their education and their care, I am super proactive about it. I'm the parent that will first talk to the teacher. I will either call them or message them or send them an email, whatever their preferred contact method is, and I will address the situation. When you're a step parent, you don't have any authority to go straight to the teacher. The only thing that I as a step parent can do is voice those opinions and those concerns to my husband, and then it's on his call if he wants to address it with the teacher or with the school. For example, my stepdaughter had a worksheet that came home. It was a worksheet that they had to do in class, and she did pretty poorly on it. And the teacher wrote at the top, "I don't even think she tried." And I don't know if it's just a mom thing, but the mama bear in me came out and I was furious. If you have a concern that my child is not performing up to their ability in the classroom, a phone call, a text, an email is very appropriate. What I don't feel is appropriate is to put that on the child's paper where the child can see that you're saying that about them. All that is going to do is diminish their self-esteem. They don't need to see that. If that's a concern that you legitimately have as a teacher, address it to the parent, not me, but dad or mom. Address it to the parent. And I can tell you that that particular paper that came home, I mean, I'm 36 years old and I have a bachelor's degree, and I worked on that paper along with her. My husband worked on it first with her and he couldn't figure it out, and then I worked on it with her and I couldn't figure it out either. So for her, the teacher, to say that she didn't think that my stepdaughter tried, that was very offensive. And had that been my child, that would have been a phone call for sure with that teacher, or an email, as nicely as I could put that. I do try to be respectful. Teachers have a hard job and I respect that. But at the same time, I'm not going to let you diminish my child's self-worth right there on the work that she did. But instead of focusing on that negative, whenever I get into that mindset where I'm frustrated about that particular situation, what I do instead is I focus on what can I do? What can I do for her education? I can sit and help with her with homework. I can encourage her. I can high-five her and tell her great job whenever she does bring home a good grade. When I see those kind of notes on that paper, I can ask her, did you try your best? And then if she says yes and becomes tearful, like a lot of times she does when it comes to doing homework and schoolwork, then I can tell her, okay, that's all that we expect, and we're just going to keep working with you. We're just going to keep practicing, because sometimes that's all it takes to get better. so I can just talk with her and just be a good support for her. The second challenge that I have faced being a step-parent is that feeling of missing out. So I came into my stepdaughters' lives when they were 3 and 5 years old. So of course there were a lot of things that they had done already in their little lives that I had missed out on. And, you know, memories that they would talk about, things that happened when they were with mom and dad that they remember, or that, you know, get brought up from time to time. It's just hard trying to find your place as a stepmom. And you feel like you miss out on a lot. You feel like you missed out on things before you came into the picture. And then even after you come into the picture, there's a lot of things that I feel like sometimes I miss out on, like those special events at school that are usually reserved for the parents. It's just something that you kind of have to accept as a step parent and know that those are the times to take a step back. Maybe that's why they call you a step parent. Sometimes we have to take a step back and let the bio parents have their moment and shine, because that is the child that they created together, and so they're the ones that are deserving of that moment with the child when it comes to like going to the school parties and going to the field trips and doing all the things. And that's how it should be. But it doesn't mean that it's not sometimes hard as a step parent to take and accept that, especially when we feel like we do a lot of stepping forward when it comes to all the day-to-day things. But again, when you start to feel negative about it, there's an easy way to turn that into a positive, and it's just to focus on the things that you are there for. My stepdaughters have had a lot of firsts that I was present for, and keeping in mind that while there's things that you did miss out on, there are some things that will be your first that maybe one of the other parents is going to end up missing out on. As hard as it can be for you as a step parent, you have to remember that there are also things that the biological parents are missing out on, and to just be thankful for the things that you do get to be present for and make the most of those things. So the third biggest challenge that I've had as a stepmom is communication. So being a step parent, I'm typically the last to know what is going on, and that's normal. Again, that is, I think, the way that it should be. My husband experiences that as a step parent as well, because usually when there's something going on, say I get a call from the doctor or get a call from the school, first thing that I'm going to do is talk with my co-parent about it. I'm talking with the boy's dad, because anything big like that, we're going to be the ones that are going to be addressing it first, and then we communicate it to my husband, and my ex will communicate that to his girlfriend. I think the reason that this is such a challenge for me personally is that I'm such a planner and I like to know things in advance, and sometimes by the time that my husband has talked with the school or the doctor, and then he's talked with mom, and then I'm the last to know, sometimes it feels like I'm finding out last minute. I mean, I have 50-50 custody of my boys, and we also have 50-50 custody of my stepdaughters. And so I'm with my bio children just as often as I am with my stepdaughters. And so I feel like, you know, I like to know what's going on in both of their lives. And sometimes you're just the last person to know, and that's the dynamics, once again, of being a step parent. So really the only way that I spin that challenge and turn it into a positive for me is just learning to kind of relax a little bit and take a step back once again. And just learning to be okay with being the last to know. And also knowing that just because you're the last person sometimes to know the things that are going on in your stepchildren's lives does not mean that your role as a step parent is not an important one. It just means that sometimes the biological parents need to know things first so that they can take care of things, and then they'll communicate those things with you after it's been taken care of. At the end of the day, I think what it comes down to is that you're not their primary parent, you're not their bio parent, but you are a step parent. And that means sometimes you get to step up and step into that role, and you get to be an extra person to love them and care for them, support them, be somebody that they can talk to, and somebody that they can enjoy life and have fun with. And then other times you can step back and let the parents take those responsibilities of raising them when it comes to those bigger things that you don't probably have control over. Like I said, every step parent relationship is different, and the dynamics of every family is different, but that's how it is for our family, and I feel like a lot of stepmoms can kind of relate to that role. And on that note, it is time to announce my first ever giveaway. I'm so excited for this. I love this hoodie. I ordered it for myself, and Maarit was kind enough to say that if I wanted to do a giveaway in collaboration with her, then she would help me out with that. And so thank you, Maarit, so much. She has a shop with a lot of really cool stuff. I'll scroll some on the screen over here for a little bit for you because I love some of the products that she has in her shop. I will probably be ordering more for myself, especially once I realized that this is such a nice quality. Again, the hoodie says proud parent to an awesome stepkid, so it's very gender neutral. It comes in a ton of different colors. I'll flash some of those colors right here on the screen as well so that you can see the different color options that they have, and there's probably more than I'm going to have time to show here online. The sizes range from a small to a 4XL, so it's also very size inclusive, which I appreciate that her shop is that way. So the way to enter this giveaway is going to be very easy. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite thing about being a step parent is. If you are not a step parent, feel free to enter the giveaway because chances are you know somebody who is a step parent and this will be a great gift for them. After the winner is announced, I will contact you to ask you for your size and your color preference. If you want a bonus entry, hop over to my Instagram because I'm also going to be doing this same giveaway in conjunction on my Instagram. So if you want to have 2 entries for the giveaway, make sure that you pop over to my Instagram channel and check out the details on my Instagram post as well. I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you found some of this information helpful. Being a step parent is hard and challenging and awesome all at once. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have an amazing day. I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.